One time, and this is going to make religious people really probably mad. One time we had this little dog, and we loved this little dog. This little dog was precious. And this little dog was, you know, it's just one of them. All of you had one like that. Or maybe you have one now. And it's just this little dog. And she couldn't earn your love. She just, you know, like a little baby, just sit and look at you. And a dog's not on the level of a baby. Now, don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, they can't earn your love. You just love them. You give it free. Well, you know, all that you could love a dog, we love this little dog. In dog love. You understand what I mean? In dog love. And so one night, we had this big silver lab and this little miniature schnauzer, and they grew up together. And she ran the house, and the big lab would just stand there like this, and she'd rear up on her hind legs and get him by the snout and talk to him. He'd just drop his head. One night they went out, and she didn't make it back across the road. And so I blamed myself for that for a long time. Now the Lord said, come over here and tell you this, so I'm just obedient. And so I just couldn't let that go. Because if I'd have listened, she'd probably still been there, see. And, you know, the Lord let me know. He said, you be thankful it was a dog. Because the enemy's looking for any opening. And you don't want it to be a child or somebody in your family. So anyway, but I love this dog with all the dog love I had. So I'm just going along through the week, and I haven't asked God anything. And all at once, I had a vision. I can't tell you if it was an open vision, if I was asleep. I don't know what happened. I was just somewhere else. That happens to me sometime. And I was just there. And I was standing outside these big gates. These were huge gates. And they looked like almost, they were stone columns like, but they were like black wrought iron. And they went up and swooped up like this, you know. And they closed and opened in the middle. But I'm outside these gates looking in. Now, it wasn't the front door of heaven. I think it was the back door. I think so. Because it looked like a garden entrance or something. And so I'm just standing there, and I can see clouds. And in the gate was standing Jesus. And he's standing. There ain't no doubt who he is. Man, I'm looking and I'm taken. And I'm looking at him, and you know, you're thinking, well, Brother Robbie, you about to go in there? I'm just standing there looking. And Jesus was looking at me. He had this long white robe on. And all of a sudden, out from under his robe ran that little dog. Ran out from under that robe and was running right to me. And he threw his head back and his mouth open and started laughing. He laughed and he laughed and he laughed. And he let me know, you know. And he said, he had let me know, he said, that little dog holds no malice toward you. So God is even interested in little parts of your life. If it concerns you, it concerns him. Now, that was a story somebody needed to hear, I'm sure. And religious people, you know, a dog in heaven. There's horses there, too. And you know, there's these big pearl gates made out of pearl, 1,500 miles high. I mean, imagine such a thing. You can't even imagine the oyster that came from. It probably came from that sea out in front of his throne out there.